Hello everyone, this is TritonBaduk, and today I'm going to be doing something kind of fun. I'm going to be playing Eunkyo. We'll have to we'll see how I do, but we're going to play an even game to start with. There's a really good channel on YouTube called Go Inside, and this is where I got a lot of my my new Joseki knowledge, because I wasn't really sure about a lot of the Joseki when I came back to playing Go, and so it was really nice to see that. And I definitely suggest going and checking out that information, those videos. But hopefully, we can have a nice, fun game. She should also be uploading the game from her perspective in on her channel as well. So, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. So let's get into the game. There we go, and let's just play my normal opening here. I don't want to play anything that's too different or weird. It's better for me to learn as well. The OGS board is a little bit off, but it should be okay. So my normal opening lately has just been enclosure here after this. I find that what you don't want to do in a lot of these situations is just overthink when you're playing someone you know is stronger. Most of the time I'm playing people who are lower rank, so this should hopefully be an interesting game. Seems like the names are slightly off here. There we go. The names should be a little bit better now. Just 2 4 points. All right. I said my preferred way is just enclose here. Let's see what she decides to do. I know that I think AI always likes just taking the corner. I don't like that. This outside approach, I am perfectly fine with just backing off, because if they attach, I hane, they hane back, and we get the influence here. It is facing our area, and then we can get to the bottom first. So often I would want to play a different way as white here. But I don't like the inside approach, so I think this is the one that I would normally want to play. We'll just go through this simple Joseki here. Yep, just Atari. I like to do this one and connect. As I said, what I like about this one is coming straight down to the bottom side. Doesn't feel like there's any real need to do anything else in the top. Later on, pushing here will be fairly large, but for now, just taking the bottom left is simplest. Oh, taking the corner is often the most simple way to handle the situation. This is probably the move that I like to play, because it's technically a simple move. Something I learned a long time ago is the which pincers to play. You play the tight pincer if you want to fight, and you play this loose pincer if you want to reduce. And so what she's doing here is just reducing the influence that I would be gaining, right? So I could jump, but I don't know if I like to fight here. I could do a double approach, prevent myself from being locked into the corner, which would be perfectly acceptable. In this case, I think I would make her position very strong. So I think I like the idea of just taking the corner directly, make it very simple. As just the basic Joseki here. Just hane, connect. I know you can technically run this one out, but I'm just going to respond, keep it more simple. I think this is actually almost exactly a game that I played against someone the other day, honestly. But now it makes it a little bit more difficult to know exactly where to play next. Playing on the bottom is fairly big and useful, but it seems the top is still more wide, right? So if I just take the corner, I don't like that really. I could approach. If they back off, then I can push up here, which would be okay. I think I like that idea, because this is the wider side technically. If I approach and she pushes first, I probably want to respond, and then I can still turn. So I think I will just approach on the left side here. Just to keep it very basic, just playing the big side first, because I don't really like the 3-3. Got my drink today. This is just a coffee. Found it at the store the other day. It's okay. Went to a graduation last night. I bought a bunch of random stuff in the city that we were in. That was one of them. That was also why I ended up not streaming at all yesterday and the day before. I totally forgot that I was actually going to this. Anyway, back to the game. I think it would be interesting for her to, about to say to Tanuki here, but this is interesting as well. Attaching on top. So my original plan was, of course, to end up pushing here, right? This was the original idea. I wanted to push here. So if she backed off, I would just push directly. In this case, I'm not able to ignore the attachment. I get Hane and play the diagonal. If she takes the corner, then that would allow me to push up here. But is that then big enough anymore? I could also push into the corner. Push, Hane, Hane. I really don't know that one. So we'll keep it very simple. And we'll just play the basic Hane. Yeah, I think this should be fine. And the one that I like is the diagonal here. But I could also just attach. If I attach and connect, I don't have to worry about this group. And then I can play the next big move here instead. And so because she's trying to flatten this side out, make it a little over concentrated, I think I'll do the attachment instead. And connect. And so we're going to be changing the plan. Instead of pushing here, she's going to be able to flatten this area out. But this group is going to be fairly strong. This group is not going to be attacked very easily now. So I think it's fine to move on to the next area. So I could push here. I could try to just take this side, but after she turns here, this becomes very large. So I think this push is very important. The knight's move you often don't want to play. But with the push, if she hanes, I can cut, Atari here, push, and then it's sort of a thing on the bottom here. So I think I will just be pushing because you don't really need another move on the left side. She will be able to attack if she wants to, but it's not very big. I think the right side and the top are a little bit bigger right now. Just Tanuki right away. I do think that's probably fine because she doesn't really want to respond, right? If she hanes, I can cut and live on the top side. So this makes a lot of sense. So there are a few things that I've learned a little bit from AI here is that you do want to pincer and you can sort of jump here if you really want to. But the other thing that you really want to focus on is playing a move on the bottom side. So I will pincer first and then decide what I want to do from there. The pincer is very important. I don't really want to defend the corner, especially when there's so much room on the bottom side to get a base. So I want to force white to run out first. White could decide to peep first. I'm not sure what I prefer. I think just jumping is simpler. With the peep, if I just connect solidly, they connect. I could turn into the corner or I could just make the base here. Oh, going to play that one now. There we go. All right. Back to the game. Back to the game. There was a misclick. So then we can keep moving on. I was a little confused. So this makes a lot more sense now. All right. I had to think too hard about that last move. Normally here, when they jump here, what I have found from AI since I've played this position quite a few times is that you often want to play on the bottom now. Or like you can still jump here, but white can come to the bottom side. And I think that's okay for white. But so I'm not sure exactly which one I like more. I think I like the jump and then taking the bottom. This jump makes it a little bit harder for white to make a position in the center. Just a way of keeping white a little bit weaker locally. Just slide. Do I just respond? Yeah, I think I'm fine with just responding. If she comes over to the side first, I can split the stones and it makes it so that I should be fine going out. So I definitely don't mind just keeping my group safe in the corner. So let's see what she decides to do. Push. Okay, I will respond. If I block here, she can actually turn here or get some free moves on the outside. I think I'm fine with potentially just connecting or blocking. If I block this way, she can connect underneath, right? So blocking this way seems like the correct way to prevent her from blocking from
10、
going underneath.
9、8、
But I
7、
think just connecting should be okay. Because my next move here was to play on the bottom. Now this is fairly strong. If I play all the way over here, is it okay? Or should I still play high? High would make it so that I'm disconnecting a little bit.
10、9、8、7、6、
I
5、
think I like playing high a little bit more. Makes it so I have a little bit of access to the center. Because I think it's important to get this base. This is the thing I learned from AI that I ignored before, where it seems important to place something on the bottom. I don't always play the correct move, but just something on the bottom in this situation. And of course, high here, I just decided for splitting. But so now we get this Hane on the top.
10、9、8、7、
And so normally
5、
I can cut here. So let's cut. Oh, Atari down. Okay. I think we can Atari here and turn. And the corner is not alive yet. But maybe it's not possible because of this. We'll find out. So I will just Atari.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
Well, let's play this one first. Keep it simple.
残り5回。
Oh. Yeah, so normally the variation is Atari from underneath, extend, push, go down. But this is making it much more difficult for me. Can I Atari here and push? And then push and push and push and push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
5、
It seems like I can push and push and push, but it seems difficult as well. Because there is this Atari and push here, it seems possible for me to keep going.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2。
Let's just keep going. Keep going. It's too late now. I have to keep playing it. Oh, no. Atari, push. This one, Shihane's. Then I cut. And it seems like it might not be good.
10、9、
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7、
1, 2, 3, 4.
6、5、4、3、2、1。
Let's push one more time. Let's see what she does. So if I cut here, she backs off. Seems a little bit difficult here. There's this Atari and push and push. Then I get the cut.
10、9、
So I should probably cut first.
7、6、5、4、3、2。
Cut first. I feel like it's supposed to sort of be a mistake, but I think maybe she can Atari over the top because I think she cannot back off, right? Because there's this Atari, there's this push here. I think I can even go one more time and then extend here. This push is Sente. And I think I can push one more time. If she doesn't respond, I Hane. How many liberties can she get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I can push one last time. And then when I extend here, these stones should be dead. But we'll find out. There's a Hane. If I extend now, if she does this, we have the crane's nest, right? This one, this one, this one, right? And that's an Atari for me. So it's like I need to cut.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
Looks like I need to cut here. And there's sadly, this Hane might be the thing that makes it not work. I think I should extend here. But sadly, it looks like I can't do anything for these stones.
10、
Can I push?
8、7、
Well,
6
let me extend. If I can push here, they block like this. Do this Hane. Atari. Atari. Squeeze. Capture. Atari. Hane here. So there's sort of a move here. Reading. My worst enemy. Oh no. Okay. So I believe there is no ladder here. Very likely. If we use the patented mouse method, it looks like it's very likely going over to this area. So there is still this move to worry about for white.
10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3
I feel like I need to Atari here first. This seems very important for liberties. I think a way for her to simplify actually could be to push here. I capture, and then she captures the stone. I'm going to do it that way. Then I have to turn here instead. This is very, very important because I need to limit her liberties in some way. I thought pushing there was the more simple way because I think it's difficult for me to pull out the stone properly. And I don't think I have enough space here to really squeeze the liberties here, but maybe I can. If I play this knight's move, pushes, I Hane. Even if she pushes here, and does this Atari, and Atari, I can still do this move
7
and extend.
6 5
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3 2
So let's do this one. I'm not sure if I have enough liberties for that, but I think this is the way to try. Just come out. I do not want to Atari if possible. I want to just connect solidly and jump out this way. This seems very important. So just connect. Then there's this move here. Can I do this one?
10
Mm,
8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1
I think I need to connect first. We'll find out. Yeah, so what I wanted to do here was this move. So now this doesn't work after this extend here. So I could still make this exchange, but it seems difficult for me to follow up like this now.
10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1
Let's start with this one. Ugh, that just does not work though, sadly, because the Hane is sort of the proper move in the area. And she can Hane here now, making it very difficult for me, which I am not very happy with because I cannot connect here very easily. Just too many liberties here, but I wouldn't mind
10
jumping and capturing these two
8
stones.
7 6 5 4 3 2 1
Just jump here, keep it simple, and capture these two stones. This is also threatening to block here. I guess I could have played this directly. I think just extending down should be fine. So I will extend down here, keeping that group a little bit more safe. It's just going to be a very big fight. Oh, very annoying fight too. I cannot capture these stones right now. I would want to defend this first. Then when she blocks here, I can extend one more time, but I don't really like that idea.
10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2
I think
1残り3
I think
回
in this situation, it might be good. Might be good just to defend my area, even though it leaves a really terrible peep trying to attack this area a little bit more. Wonder if I could kill this group. I want to connect this way is questionable. Maybe take a liberty could actually be very useful. But then there is this extension, which I do not want. So I think just taking some other move is slightly better.
10 9 8 7 6
I think this
5
one is fine.
4 3、2、
Take a liberty from this stone. Okay, just extending down. There is a connection underneath that I do have to worry a little bit about. If I extend down, I don't have to worry as much about it. After they block, I extend here and fight the liberty race in the corner.
10、9、8、7、
Seems
6、
like the simplest way to play. If I can attack this group, it could end up being okay. Jump, push, and cut.
10、9、8、7、6、
I think I do need to fight here,
3、
at least a little bit. I think I do want to use these stones on the top.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
I don't know if I need to
残り
push
2
and
回。
cut, though. I'm not exactly sure if that's the right way to play. I think that helps a little too much, so I want to just attach here, if I can. And I think we want to focus a little bit on this corner area first, to use these stones a little bit, because it's going to be hard to fight against this side. But fighting the other side, I think, might be a little bit easier. Just going to Hane. Hane seems a little bit simpler for me. It looks like I can extend or just connect. She extends. I have to go again. So I think I should extend. Too slow. Yes, I'm very, very slow in this area because I feel like I do have to connect underneath. I don't like that at all.
10、9、8、
So I
7、
should at least extend. And I want to block like this, yes. Yeah, this should be fine. Should still be fine. Because I do have this net here. This cut, I can net, and I should be fine. I want to connect underneath, sadly. So I guess I needed to do that right away. It's very difficult to decide that sort of thing for me. Yeah, I think timing-wise, I needed to play that as soon as possible. Yeah, now she's able to run out with her group, and I'm not really able to attack. So I lost the initiative. And I guess these stones are just not very important. I think that's what I need to think about here. These stones are just not very important. I lost my points over here. I lost the initiative in the fight.
9、8、
I should
7、
still disconnect this because I can still kill those stones. Technically. Yeah, I think I know where I went wrong here. Being able to take that move in the corner is very, very important. So these stones are kind of not really related to the stones on the top, right? So if I was able to extend there and turn, of course, these stones might end up being dead if I get to turn. So she extends, I can Hane, and then she has to play moves against this group. I can get a lot of extra points here. And
10、
then she still can't do
9、
too much against
8、
these stones here.
7、
Mm.
6、5、4、3、2、1。
I think I want to extend here, like this one. Instead of capturing the stones, let's just push, 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 push. If I Atari down, goes down, I go down, Atari, push, 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 and then surround it here. Just extend here. No.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4。
I think I like this attachment. Then come out towards the center. It's still possible. Oh. This is where I'm very bad at the game. Can I get something here? Doesn't quite do anything.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。 最終回。
Push and cut is not quite at the right spot. So normally you'd want this move, and they would respond here, and then you could play over here, or play the
10、
Hane.
9、
So I wonder if I can do this
8、
one first.
7、6。
Yeah, just push, cut, and surround. I kind of want to do this one now. It feels like the right shape. But it's just a ridiculous, ridiculous fight. Yeah, there's not really going to be a way for me to really come back because I missed some very, very important spots. I think I did. I think I did. Changing order of moves is very good here. I think she can Atari here. I capture. And an Atari here. And then I just don't have enough eye space here.
10、9、
Hmm.
8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
I don't think this works. She can just squeeze. It's no good. It's no good for me. So I think I will probably just have to resign after this one here. That is no good for me. But can I just cut? Because there is this cut as well. So I feel like there is a cut, but it's a terrible I don't know if I have a threat. Just pushing through here,
10、9、
right? Just push through there. It's terrible. Extend. Can I extend with that? Captures. I turn here. Is this one? I do this one. Is this one? I Atari. She has to connect, then Atari and kill. So I can do this one. And then I can go back and play some other move over here. This is my last chance. So if this doesn't work out, I just have to resign. Oh man, this is it's terrible. Terrible. This is what I'm really, really the worst at in the game is fighting. I'm very, very bad at fighting. And so that's why I have a difficult time with a lot of these things. This stone's still in a good spot. So even if she does capture and I push through here, I can still get all the way out. So I think pushing here might be a co-threat.
10、9、8、7。
I think this still does work, yeah. Coming out towards the center, doing these cuts. Aha.
9、8、7、
It's
6、
too much for me.
4、3、2。
I have to just come out. That's all I have. I have to just come out. And then that response is very, very annoying. Just coming out, it's no good. I don't think I can really attack in a very severe way.
9、8、7。
But I think I need to do this Hane first. Push here. And extend. Just connect. I think I need to extend. Just keep it very simple. Oh, it's no good. Does this move work?
9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2。
I don't see it. It doesn't work, I think. But I have to try. Terrible, terrible. Even with reading stuff correctly and all that, it's still quite difficult to fight. I think she can just jump out towards the center. I can likely connect up, but then she can just play this move to really connect everything together. Can I do this one? Connect, push, Atari. She just comes right out. It seems no good. Even though I can save one side, it doesn't seem good enough. So I will just resign here. All right. So I decided to take a second, I guess, to check the game in Katago. I used Train, and I talked with Eunkyo a little bit about the game. I don't know if I'll include that in this video or not. We'll find out. I was actually sort of I wasn't sort of surprised. I know I was saying I was a little bit worried about stuff because I'm very bad at fighting, but it actually seems like I was doing really, really well. If you check the game, it actually seems as if I played really, really well in the opening, which is kind of actually normal for my games. I do really well in the opening, and then I mess up late middle game or when the fight gets a little too complicated. And I was probably a little bit worried compared to normal about my opponent, but I tried not to let that influence me too much. There were a couple moves where I think it did, though. But what I think was sort of interesting is when we do get up to this area over here because I think everything else was basically normal and fine. There are a couple small differences I could say style wise you could change, but I think this was perfectly okay. Getting this push is so good for me, and I was very happy to get it. And Yunkyo said that she does not like to respond to this. She doesn't like this. She doesn't like when the push happens here. That's why I've sort of stopped playing the attach and Hane Joseki. It's really annoying to deal with. But when she tanukis and jumps out here, it seems like AI did want her to play a move down here first, is what I thought she might be playing. Because if I do this, this is way good, right? This is super good. Even if she just does this diagonal, this is so good for white, right? You can't play this way. I have to come out towards the center in some way. Let's just show the basic attachment. Now my group is strong. I come out towards the center, and now white is able to jump more naturally. That's sort of what you'd sort of expect here. But just jumping is not bad. So that was really the only real mistake that AI said anything about in the opening. Actually, I thought that was really nice to see, nice to feel about. But now I need to focus entirely all of my efforts on uh, Sumego, capturing races, just middle game focus in general. At this point, I cut directly, and this is a little bit of an overplay, which is sort of what I thought. I don't think this is possible, but I thought that maybe the stones here on the left side would be close enough to support this sort of variation. But it seems like I was actually correct here, and it was a very difficult situation. What white should be doing is just this Atari and push, or you could keep coming from underneath one of these two ideas. I think this is the most normal variation, like this. You push a couple times here, and then you capture the stone. You push this extra time at 8 to prevent this turn from white from being sente. Living here on the top then forces white to come back and live in the corner. And then I can still do some Hane stuff here, which is very annoying for white. I probably can just also just extend, right? But white loses a lot of territory, even though they do gain the corner. But the corner was sort of 50-50 anyway, could be onto either side. And so this would have been a good result for black overall, but I think the game would have probably still been fairly even, honestly. Just extending here would have also been okay, but this just feels bad to play, right? It feels like you're giving in to black. So like a fighting spirit idea, even if AI thinks this is fine, the fighting spirit here is Hane anyway, because it should still be fine to play. Now extending down, Atari and turn, this is all actually perfectly fine. I wasn't focused enough on the idea of the capturing race, so I lost focus of that as the fight went on. So there is the corner here that I have to think about, the corner capturing race. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties, right? So if I extend here, they do this, and I block, it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. And there's sort of no way for it to get more than 5 liberties, I believe. So that's how many liberties I need on my group. And that's sort of what I was going towards in the game. I was focusing a little bit if I could live with this group first. If I can't live with the group, then can I win the capture race? I don't think I said it well enough in the game, which is why I wanted to go over it a little bit. So push here, push. And now how many liberties do I have? I have 5 liberties. If white blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's actually a lot of Aji here for white to deal with. And so white can win the capturing race if I go first. However, the problem for white is, of course, there are all these cutting points. So if there's this cutting point, and if white has to back off, then there's this push, and there's a Hane. And now this extra Hane sometimes will give you more liberties here, but it's really complicated. So I could just Atari here, extend down. If this works, this is really great for me. But even if capturing all of this was fine, like even if white ended up capturing all of this, this is still okay for black. That's the thing that I was lacking a little bit, was that flexible moving out, like a thinking in the game. I wasn't flexible enough in thinking that I could just get rid of this. It's not that big of a deal. As a matter of fact, if we go even further back, it's entirely possible. It was right here. I can actually just Atari and push here. Because this Hane doesn't quite work very well for white, I can push, and there's no Hane there. Which means the corner is not dead right away, but they lose at least all the points on the top. And so they can't play 4 because they would have to back off and back off and back off. The same as the game. It's the same sort of problem. So they have to play this one. And now I have moves over here in the future for invasion and reduction in the top left. So this actually would have been fine and would have been an okay way to play, which Eunkyo showed me. And I don't believe I've seen this before. Maybe I saw it in a random video once, but this is all that I think I've seen. But this actually does work for me, according to AI. So I was playing correctly. I was worried, though. I was worried. I have to play a little bit more natural moves in this fighting position. But after this fight, when I Atari here, I should actually just be extending or playing something else. But when I Atari here, I do need to not connect solidly, but play this move here. And this was something that Eunkyo showed me here. If I connect here, it feels a little bit more like white might have to protect because this isn't very helpful. This isn't completely helpful either. There's still a lot of Aji here, and it's a little bit difficult for white to handle. So I don't actually need to worry about these stones being captured. If I can get something in the center and get this extension here at S17, then the game is perfectly fine. This was a pretty big mistake, but then the next big mistake is playing here. And this is where I did sort of panic a little bit. I realized that after this extension, I couldn't Hane anymore because normally it would be like this and this Atari, right? But then I can block here and then extend. But because of this extension at L12, I don't have enough liberties to do that anymore. But where I lost a little bit of focus here, even if I make this mistake, is I can actually just back off. And this is fine. If white comes out, I can at least make some exchanges in the corner. Let's do this very basic way here, right? And then I can still run out towards the center in some way. Or jump over here, which is likely Sente. And come towards the center. And even if she captures the top side, I got this nice side of the board. I'm likely able to attack this group later on. And I have very decent potential for the center as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think this was a lot of fun to play Eunkyo, and I wouldn't mind playing her again or doing more collaborations in general. Now, before we head out, I do want to say thank you to the people who are supporting me over on Patreon. Any little bit of support helps. You can get some game reviews over on Patreon. I believe I do even have maybe one spot open for a student still. Head on over there if you're interested in that. And if you just want to support, maybe get some extra content, definitely check out my YouTube membership. I should have one more video posted yesterday, because that would be the day. The day this video comes out, it should be yesterday. There might be one more of those videos posted. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I hope you guys had fun.